Hi, friends. This is Alec, and I am coming at you with your Mermaid message reading for Saturday, April 18th through Monday, April 20th. And for those of you celebrating, happy 420. And one line of a song that kind of came up right before this reading for me was, "You're the master of your own fate. You're the captain of your own souls." So shout out to the weekend, and let's get right into the reading. The first card that came out was from the Mermaid Oracle deck, and it's the Time and Tide card, and it says Oceanic Spells and Rituals. So I swear, I shuffle these decks every time before I do these readings, and I'm pretty sure this is the third time this card has come up in a row. So I really just think this is an energy that we're really being asked to sit with, and it is an energy that is about connecting to your subconscious through ritual. So one thing I would suggest right now is, if you're in a place where you can get in the ocean and it's not freezing cold, that would be great. But for those of us who live in a colder climate right now, you can take a bath and you can put Epsom salts or another type of salt that you might prefer into your bath. And, it's as if this is a tide pool. As the tide is going out, you're kind of letting the salt soak up all this excessive kind of energy that's blocking you right now. And as the bath water is draining away, just picture yourself being renewed so that you can come to your high tide. As soon as that water is released and everything is released with the water, you are now renewed and you can come to your personal high tide. But there are other rituals you can do as well. When this card first came up, I personally went to the ocean and created a mandala out of things along the beach. But one really important part of this card is that, we take so much from the ocean. We fish. The ocean is a all-giving energy. We all come from the ocean, really. But one thing you can do is give back to the ocean. And something that kind of came up when this card came up was I watched this movie recently called Aluna, which I would highly recommend. And it's about this native tribe in Colombia. And this tribe is ancient, and their wisdom and knowledge is ancient. And one thing that they always do, is they believe in the connection between the ocean and the mountains where they live. So they will go walk barefoot tens of miles to the ocean just to offer gifts in order to keep the balance of the way that things are in terms of this earth and planet and its energy. So you can go watch the movie if you want to learn more about that. But the point being, really, if you have something you can offer to the earth and the ocean right now, you could, go dance by the ocean, sing a song to the ocean. It'll be very appreciated right now, and it'll help you get into this energy, which we'll discuss more moving forward. So the next card is the Adrift card, and it says letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. So this energy is really about releasing control. I know it's really difficult right now for some people because things are changing in a drastic way, and they have changed in a drastic way. And I think one way that many people respond to this is kind of, you know, bringing up the sails and paddling faster and, trying to put the anchor down and, figure out a direction, figure out what to do next. Where really this time is just, we're being asked to spend time alone. We're being asked to, and I don't mean by the government, we're being asked by our own spirit to really tune in to going with the flow, as cliche as that sounds, is very important right now. You know, letting yourself feel the way you feel and kind of releasing this false sense of control that people are trying to hold on to that just doesn't exist anymore. And it's not about giving up by any means. This is not a card of giving up. It's a card of releasing to the process, which, moving on, we have 2 cards from the Mermaid and Dolphin Oracle deck. The first card is Waves of Prosperity, and it says, new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. And the next card is Treasure Chest, and it says, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you. So, the reason we're doing these rituals, the reason we're releasing this kind of false sense of security and control is because the window of opportunity is really opening up for us to kind of transform our lives. I know they've been transformed for us in some ways, but we're really taking back our power, which, releasing control, that doesn't seem like we're taking back our power, but we're coming into our power, and we're coming into this new world where we can finally give ourselves the opportunity to accept that which our heart is being guided towards. So there really is a window of opportunity now for new prosperity, new abundance. And as we release this control and do our rituals and meditate and whatever helps you tune into your spirit, is opening you up more to all of this opportunity and abundance that's just waiting to kind of give you that random call on the phone, connect with that random person that is, wanting to give you that opportunity, or whatever it may be. Really, it's right there for you. So that is what these 2 cards are indicating. And then we also have 2 cards from the Native Spirit Oracle deck. We have the Spirit of Fire and the Sacred Mountain. So with these 2 cards, I would say right now is a really good time to kind of transform your habitual natures. With the Spirit of Fire, it's a sense of renewal and cleansing, and anything you can kind of do to kind of break out of your routine and your old habits right now will really help to transform how you're feeling, one, and two, your sense of direction and sense of self. So it may seem small, but even just changing what you eat in the morning, one thing, or how you're preparing your coffee, or where you go walk in the morning. Anything to kind of remix what has been a habit and routine thus far is kind of embracing this fire energy, and will again allow you to open up to more of these opportunities for the treasure to come into your life. And with the sacred mountain, I think this is just sealing off the theme that we need to take time for ourselves, meditate, quiet yourself, let go of these distractions that we're using to kind of cope with, the excessive toxicity going on in the world right now. I know that it's easy to kind of use media, social media as a distraction, and that's all fine, but we really need to also be balancing that out with taking time to feel the peace within. So if you can go hike on a mountain, this would be a beautiful weekend to do that. Especially if it's in a place where, you can be mostly alone and at peace. But if you can't do that, you can take a journey in your mind briefly and go to the top of your inner mountain. Just use a visualization. It could even be a mountain you've been to, and just feel the stillness of the air and feel the sunshine. Right now is a good time for sun gazing if you can safely practice that. I would recommend it with the Spirit of Fire card. And I'm going to have to cut this off here because YouTube is limiting my timing on these videos. So for now, I have to keep them under 15 minutes. I hope this reading gave you some guidance, and I will be back after the weekend for a new reading.